Welcome to the live stream, everyone. I am your host today, Bumpy McSquigums. We are shining our indie spotlight on the Amazing American Circus. It is one of the games that I took a big part in, doing a lot of coverage and a lot of help with streaming for these folks back when they were, I believe, just announced, then when they were part of a festival, and then once again upon full release. So this is something I had a big part in streaming, spent many hours in the game, and yeah, we're going to take a look at it right here, right now. So hopefully you're all on board with that. Apologies today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm dying. I'm not dying. I have pretty bad allergies today. Probably will for the next few weeks, or let's see, maybe for the next 2 months, and then hopefully all that is by the wayside. I have allergy pills trying to combat it, but it is what it is. So stuffy nose, might have to sneeze a few times and or do other things. So we may be taking a break or two as we go through to make sure I'm not just, an oozing pile of allergens or something. Anyway, I'm here. Eyes are all itchy and red, and it's what I feel like. But we're here. Next week I will not be here. Next week the family is going to be hopping on in and visiting us after 3 years, not being able to see them. It'll be very nice. I'll be away for both this and our chat next week. Our chat this week is going to be starting a half hour later than it normally does. So something to be aware of, something to take into account. Oh, the allergies are bad. Anyway, let's see how this goes. So, yeah, let's get into it. New game. Go with our empty slot. Hey, Rupert, how's it going? What is your character's name? Character's name is Rupert. I like it. Oh, we can do custom. What is that going to do? Oh, it brings up our... All right, let's go see what that looks like. I imagine not good, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to look good. We'll go with the default. I remember checking that before, and it didn't really work. So, would you like to play the prologue and the tutorial? Yeah, we want to see some of the storyline stuff. Let's get into it a little bit.
Look at my nephew, grim as the Reaper. Got some bad news, he did. He hopped on a train 'cause, you see, his dad just kicked a bucket. His ma is,
Hey, Roxas.
still mourning her husband, I suppose. I'm not too happy either. Arthur and I was brothers after all. His dear, dead daddy. The owner of the miserable Jones Circus. I bet young Jones has no plans to take over. But could there be a way to change his mind? I wonder.
I wonder as well. The funeral is over. You get back to the house, or rather the ruined shed you used to call home. Uncle Jack sits out on an old squeaky chair and pouts his lips in a cheeky manner.
And off he goes, the damn fool.
Well, I'm gonna be off then.
Hold your horses, boy. You gotta see what your old daddy left you first.
Jack, you don't need to.
But he's not listening. He goes outside and you follow with an exasperated sigh. You already know what he's gonna show you.
Your pa left you his circus.
You don't say.
The circus, as Jack called it, consists of a couple of rusty stands and an old ruined big top that hasn't been used in 20 years. Hard to believe that he and Uncle Jack used to be the most famous circus performers in America.
It's yours now, all that sad mess.
I don't want it. I got a train to catch. So if there's nothing else,
There's always something else.
Not even gonna say hello to the troop?
Allergies suck.
Remember, from the funeral?
3 very smelly and very raggedy artists who look as if they had spent the last couple of years in the basement stare at you intensely with barely confined, disturbing excitement in their eyes.
Oh, and Grandma Betty's there. Try not to piss her off. And sweet Jimmy, the guy makes the best pink lemonade.
Important. You greet them cautiously, then you spot your mother coming out of the house, pulling the black shawl tighter around her shoulders. Her stern grimace softens as she gets closer.
Oh, are you preparing a show to honor your father?
Yes, that is exactly what he's doing.
Wait, what? I never said that.
I am not. I'm leaving.
Come on, boy. Years of watching your father and I, you must have picked up something.
You know this'll be one big disaster. But hey, one quick show and they'll leave you in peace. Right? These are your artists. Up to 3 can perform in a single show. I'm gonna let the music indoctrinate you all. This is your audience, waiting to be entertained. It won't come easy. Oh no. Since each spectator has various abilities and actions that will make your job harder. Here are your cards. They represent your artist's tricks. This is your vitality. It refreshes at the start of each turn as each artist increases it by 1. Technically, this isn't your vitality. This is actually the vitality of the cards and what it costs to use the cards. Our vitality is down here or up here or something. Send in the clowns. Oh, wait. This is Battlefighter. It could be. All right, guys. Give me a second. I'm going to take this opportunity to transition myself away and mute myself and sneeze. Allergies suck. I hate them so much. Whatever. I had a good run. Over half my life with no allergies. Alright. We're back. I say I've been going through my allergy medication. Just be 24 hours does not seem to fully. I mean, it does sort of work. It makes it bearable, but barely bearable. So, now let's take a closer look at your cards. Pay attention to the types of cards. This one reduces the spectator's boredom with impress. Your goal is to impress your audience and bring them to the state of delight. I think that's the 51st state, actually, in the U.S. Have you been? The card's name is visible here. Fireball juggling. Every card has a vitality cost. Playing a card decreases your vitality by the specified amount. This number, on the other hand, represents how the card will influence the finale bar if played. This mechanic will be explained later. That's this one right here, the blue crystal with the 2 in it, or diamond, I suppose. No, 51 is Puerto Rico or DC or Canada. Isn't Canada one of the 50 states? I think it is. Here is a description explaining in detail what the card does. Impress 4, stash 1 juggling ball. I mean, I'm sure you guys totally understand what that means. Some of the cards have effects that can be activated in specific circumstances only. In order to find out the details of an effect, click on it with the right mouse button. I use the highlighted card and point it at the chosen spectator. Fireball juggling. Uncle Jack, I'm sorry. There might be more than one state to join. I don't know. I mean, Canada is pretty much the size of Texas, right? I mean, if you look at a map, it's pretty much the same size as Texas. When you finish your turn, the cards from your hand are placed in the discard pile. Afterwards, the audience performs their actions. Oh, really? Granted, the entire population of Canada is less than that of California, so, there's that. All right, press here to end your turn. Sure. Oh no, I've been tomatoed. ×2, they've heckled me. Audience's sneering lowers the focus of your artists. You gotta emphasize. In order to protect your artists from the decrease of focus, use cards that equip them with the ability to ignore the attacks. Pay attention to the planned actions of the audience and determine who needs protection. Remember, the ignore ability resets at the beginning of each turn. I'm not doing that anymore. Cards have various effects. For example, draw gets you new cards, boons, and flaws. Draw gets you new cards. Boons and flaws activate special effects on the character. And some effects renew focus. You can examine the effects details by clicking on the right mouse button of a card. Alright, they want us to use a balloon and a hat. On to the clown man. Oh, they've changed. This guy's not usually here. Usually it's a strongman. Why is it not a strongman? If your artist's focus hits 0, one of the cards gets scrapped from the deck. Afterwards, their focus resets. If your artist loses all of their cards, they are removed from the show. In addition, your vitality will decrease by 1. If you lose all of your artists, the show ends with a failure. When the artist's card is scrapped, you get to choose which one. This means this is in the discard pile, I think. This is in the deck, and this is in our hand. The icons above the card informs you where the particular card is located at the moment. Press here to end your turn. No, it is like 3 Alaskas, which is bigger than Texas. Can artists go Hulk smash, or is that illegal? It's illegal. If all the cards in your deck are used, the discard pile reshuffles into a new deck. However, it has a cost, though. When a reshuffle takes place, all artists lose 5 focus. Dun, dun, dun. All right, hit him with the cherry picker. Aha! Sit down, Uncle Jack. Each card you play influences the finale bar. The card's finale value can be positive, neutral, or a negatory. Pay attention to the order of your actions, and don't lose a chance to perform the finale. Yeah, so it's a bad combination of today specifically, almost no sleep, not feeling super good, allergies, and been dealing with back pain for about 2 weeks. It's just not fully stopping or going away. So it's not a great day today. But we're here, and we're going to make the best of it. Because that's what serious, whatever I am, do. Yep, pay attention to the order. Yep, don't miss a chance to finalize stuff. The bar is fully charged. It's time to perform the finale. Let's do it. We're going to press a random spectator for 15 points.
You clearly got some of that Arthur's blood in you, boy.
Well, he was my daddy.
That was surprisingly good. And that reminds me.
That banjo.
Yeah, there was a letter.
Yes, from the Circus Association.
Addressed to your pa. There's gonna be a circus competition.
So what? Sounds interesting.
Sounds interesting.
Wait till you hear the best part. The winner gets $100,000.
Back in the 1800s, that's a lot of money.
100,000?
You fall silent. Start thinking. You always resented this weird hobby of your father. Rather, it seemed to bring him bad fortune than profit. And yet he'd always seemed determined to put you on this path. So much so that you always felt a deep need to resent it. Uncle Jack friends.
You'd obviously share the winnings with your poor uncle and widowed ma, wouldn't you?
Let's see. You got no woman. I mean, I do, but okay. You got no woman waiting for you with hot supper. No house, no job, because they just let you go. Together with a fair share of debt, $100,000 could solve most of those problems indeed.
I guess I do know a thing or two about a circus.
You sure do. And we need money.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, you think about the show you just gave, man. You have to admit, it felt kind of good to be on stage.
Fine, I'll do it. Why the hell not?
Yeah, well, this might as well happen, sure.
My good boy.
Well, in that case,
Oh, what's up, Uncle Jack? Uncle Jack hands you an old map of the states, all blurred and hard to read without a magnifying glass.
this should help you on your travels. Use it when you're ready to leave.
Indubitably. Oh, my poor spine. All right.
Good luck, kid.
Thanks, Unc. Smart decision? You aren't so sure, but you're willing to take that gamble. You think?
Goodbye, son. I hope.
She halts. Her voice quivers.
Never mind. Off you go then.
Nah, it didn't quiver at all. Not even a little bit. This is your map, where you get to choose which cities you want to visit. Locations are separated by roadways. One trip can consist of up to 3 roadways. Yeah. Uncover new cities and quests locations with the magnifying glass. Remember, though, that you need to pay with cash for each use. I guess we're renting the world's most expensive magnifying glass. I think it's like $75 a pop. Like, what? This is the 1800s. Magnifying glass probably costs like they paid you $10 or something. Like, you know how money works. Makes sense. Select Seattle as your next destination. Okay. I guess you're going from home to good old Seattle. Timber calls Seattle, timber being its main resource, but there are also other calls in the city. Much less proud, much less noble. Seems no place is free of social tension. Still, the city, akin to a phoenix, rose back up after the Great Seattle Fire, so it'll surely rise from the cinders of civic unrest as well. So saith the wise Alondo. Your artists have to eat. Before venturing forth, you get to plan provisions for your travels. The number of cities you pass by during the journey determines the number of meals required. Available dishes are listed here. The food you choose impacts your artist's This is represented by these 3 parameters. By the way, I get a turkey with mashed potatoes and gravy tonight. I am truly blessed as it is my favorite food on the planet Earth. Definitely up there. Has to be. It's really good. I can't wait. Super excited. I just can't show it. This is just what my face looks like now. If they are high enough, they unlock positive effects, boons. If they reach a lower value, flaws activate instead. Here you can find out how specific dishes affect said parameters. Choose a dish and drag it to an available slot. Well, I ain't got a lot of choices. We having boiled potatoes tonight, folks. Hope y'all like your taters.
So my nephew packed up Arthur's
Those better than
circus
beans.
and off he went. I'll be mighty surprised if it all doesn't turn out all right. His father was big in America once. Oh, we both were. The adventure of a lifetime awaits young Mr. Jones and his crazy troop. God, to be young again. Anything can happen in the Wild West, but I'm sure he'll be just fine. The path to becoming the greatest American showman is going to be quite challenging.
Flexing off screen. It's fine.
So, we're your employees now,
All right.
huh?
Yeah, you are, Grandma Betty.
Looks like it.
Rupert.
This is going to be good.
A sweet Jimmy.
We knew your father well.
Yes, my lord. More work?
Hey,
Oh, boy.
Huh?
I'm coming with you.
You just finished setting up the big top for the first time as Uncle Jack rides up to you, heaving euphorically. He dismounts and tries to catch his breath as he stumbles towards you.
It's that old drunk again.
I'm coming with you.
God, no.
God, no.
Oh, and the name of our circus?
Oh, boy.
Our?
Was thinking about it the whole way, and I found it. Jones and Jones Circus, you know? Seeing as we both are Joneses and your pa was named Jones.
Yeah, I think I get it. But hold on a minute.
Hold on 1 minute.
It's settled then.
Wait, what?
You won't get rid of me easily, boy. I know how to make all this work.
Me too, because I have done this before. I'm truly a great American circuser. Or something. Sweet Jimmy sends you a knowing look.
That man is hard to argue with. I can tell you that.
Sure.
Better just accept it and move on.
Best line of the game right there. Better just accept it and move on. Rubik, the grandest magus. You know, you know. Your uncle makes himself at home and takes the seat in front of your cart. Huh. Jones and Jones Circus it is, then. There's Uncle Jackie, just a chugging on a bottle. We got a butler, too, apparently. Because of reasons. Who knows? It's all good. Alright, I guess we probably just put on a show. We're already at the city, and we don't really have any other options, so let's do it. Circus Poster allows you to plan out your shows. The Circus Poster. Here, you get to decide which artist will get on stage, choosing up to 3 performers at a time. Shows are divided up into 3 acts, and here is where the Misfits come in handy. Their role is to activate a special effect at the beginning of an assigned act. The number of Misfits slots on the Circus Poster informs you how many acts there are in the show. It's true. There is always a chance that your artist will receive some effects, boons, and flaws, and special cards, gifts, and hoaxes after the show. When you're all set, press this button. I think the button's maybe somewhere else. It's fine. To view the circus ticket. It's this button down here. Maybe. Or, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so we don't have a whole lot of folks. We're going to go with our primary Petite Salle. Then Totati, the smooth-tongued mime. And then finally, Coco, the hysterical clown. And then we're going to go to the Misfits in action here. All right, beginning of the act, extra impress, stash 3 for a random artist. Okay, and then the finale, the unicycle on a tightrope. Aw, yeah. Okay. You never know how many spectators are going to show up, and that's why managing the business side of your shows is so important. Here is the expected revenue from the show. If it turns out to be successful, then you get cash. The amount should be somewhere between the highest and the lowest values marked on the bar. Your income decreases if you lose an artist during the show. Sure, yeah, no, that makes sense. If you want, you can take a risk and increase the expected revenue. This action proportionally changes both the highest and the lowest values of the section. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. If you can't afford it, you can always invest in the promotion of your show. This both reduces the risks and opens up a chance to earn even more from a successful performance. Alright, so essentially what's saying is if we do nothing right now, if we hit our expected goal, we'll hit 500 revenue. However, we could be like, oh, we're going to put on a show of a lifetime. And we could say, we're going to do at least this much. And we're going to increase it by 2, which means now we'll hit anywhere from 400 to 600. So if we clear over 500, we got lucky. And our investment or our expected sales were higher than what the baseline was. If we get less than 500, then it went the other way. And then we also have ads, or promotions that we can do. We have 300 cash monies, so we can do all of these. Posters increase it by 30. And it moved everything up one little bit here. It was 400 to 600, now it's 500 to 700. So technically, the best margin here is going to be doing all of these. We went from 500 to 800 guaranteed. And now if we double it up, 700 to 900. So if we cross over the 800 threshold, we done did good. Now this part is a little RNG and random. I've had it both ways, where it's better and worse. Doesn't really seem to matter how well or poor you do in the show, so long as you don't lose artists. All right, so let us start the show. All right, no more hand holding. It's time for me to do what I do. All right, we're gonna hit him with the 2 impress. And we stored a juggling ball. This comes into play later. And then you do this. Basically, I'm going to remove his ability to actually sneer at me, lowering it by 3. Which now makes him do 0 times 5, which means that his attack on our juggler is going to basically do nothing. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit you with some knowledge. Now, what they didn't tell you, which I will enlighten you all about here in a second. Whenever you use a card, it automatically goes into the discard pile. If there are cards left over that you cannot use, or you need the vitality that you can't use, like I can use this one, but there's really no reason to use this one. I mean, I'll just do it for the lulz, I guess. Whatever's left over will go into the discard pile as well when you end the turn. So no matter what, you're going to be losing the first 5 cards, basically, into your discard pile. You only have a total of 15 cards. When you scroll or cycle through all 15, then you're going to get hit with the +5 on each of these folks, aka we're going to get 5 of this removed, 5 of this removed, 5 of this removed. And you'll see how it all plays out. And as this health bar, if you want to call it a health bar, ticks down to 0, we then have to burn one of our cards, and it's out for the rest of this performance. If we end up, so then of course we have less than 15, so it's no longer a 3-piece. After 2 times we're going to end up having to burn the cards. And then as it gets less and less and less and less, we're going to do that more and more and more often. And eventually we're going to end up losing. There are ways of mitigating the burn damage here. If we have like 5 block across the board, like right now, if this were to happen, we were having the reshuffle thing, only the clown would be hit by it right now. So, but that's not this turn. Anyway, we're going to end. Tomatoes is flying, not going to do anything. Then we got debuffed slightly, so we do less damage with the mime. Non-existent armor. Focus decrease caused by the deck shuffle is reduced by 2. Doesn't really help. The next 3 cards have finale 3. I'll try it. I was hoping it would be +3. It means it literally is 3 or more. Now, she has a card that's useful and also detrimental. It's the extra hand and draw. And you'll see why and how this is kind of eh. So the extra hands gives us double the impress. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit him with an ignore 5. Which is going to help him survive the 5 damage coming his way. Alright, ignore 1 for each card with ignore used during this performance. Eh. Excuse my deck shuffle. Shuffle your hand into the card. And, there's nothing we can do, so we're just gonna have to redo it. Essentially, next time we're going to have to draw. They're both gonna take 5. We're gonna take, I guess, 8, 7. I can't do math. We'll take 3 damage. I can do math. I can do a little bit of math. Little bit of math. There's deck shuffle and kersplat, kersplat, kersplat. All right. Man, it's not going to do that much. It'll help. And press 3 extra stash. Snare and press 2. So I guess... Alright, so basically we're going to double this. So we're going to do 8 here. Straight up. Be able to hit him with this. And then we can do this. Stash another juggling ball. And we can have him sit down. And then we can uncork this, I guess. Which would do, I believe, 12 damage. 16. So this is enough to actually finish it, but... Oh, we have 4. I thought we had 3. So this would be enough to finish it, but we also have another way to finish it. Say we went with this card, for instance. Or actually, there's another way. So we went with this card. Trapped in a box. Why not? Do this. Oh, look. We have our finale. That was enough to get our finale points. Same thing with this. And that's going to do 15 to a random spectator. And we get to see the lovely lass on the unicycle. On a tightrope, of course. And there it is. The final firing. Yay. Super happy miners. We impressed the audience. That was our goal. Congratulations. We finished the first show. Yay! Your artists are rewarded with experience points for each show. Leveling your employees up unlocks new cards or improves the ones that they already have. There's always a chance your artist will receive some kind of boon or flaw. And special cards, gifts, and hoaxes after the show. Last but not least, here you can find out how profitable your show was. Keep in mind that losing artists during the performance affects your earnings. Alright, looks like we got a Depths of Boredom. Extra Impress. Stash -3, Vanish. That's not great. So I guess we earned that with our juggler. This kind of sucks. It's fine. We earned 704, so yeah, we did really bad on the RNG scale-o-matic there. 800 was the baseline. We could have done 700 to 900. We did 704. Well, I say that. No, that's what we did. We did 704, and then this is the balance after all of the expenses. Still, the very, very basic before we started was 500. Because of our advertising that we were able to do, we ended up ahead of the game.
You know what?
Probably.
I think we'll do fine. With the circus, I mean.
Well, a bit early to say.
I bet you we're going to get recognizable in no time. Put up a show in front of Buffalo Bill himself one day.
Indeed. Why would we?
Why would we?
To make him realize he ain't got a chance against us.
Oh, was he a notorious circus guy?
Bill's going to take part in a tournament, I reckon. Challenging him, proving we are better, he'd simply resign.
I get that.
I think it's unlikely.
Don't underestimate me, kid. I used to be tightrope Jackie. Think big.
Think big. All right, and all of our various things are now unlocked. I'm going to give you guys short versions, hopefully I remember everything, of what all of this stuff does. So we're going to skip over this real quick. All right, so this is the artist's wagons. We can actually go and play around with the various different cards that we have. If we have extra ones that we don't want in the group, we can remove those. And likewise, this is where we could level up our artists. So I would like to get rid of this one if we could, but I actually don't think we can. I think we have to get rid of those horrible cards like this a different way. Alright, so we're going to go here to the training wagon. Let you improve your artist's abilities. Only leveled up ability or leveled up employees can actually train. Selected artist. During it, you'll be able to choose whether you want to upgrade a card or get a new card. And then a certain upgrade will actually do stuff. Alright, shows 1 and bedazzled or failed. Okay, that's cool. That's new. I haven't seen that before. None of us made the required 150 experience to level up, so you know, that whole scenario. We have the recruitment wagon where we can hopefully recruit other various artists. You get to see what abilities that they have and any kind of quirks or what have you that they might have. Candidates with the card. It's not too spacious. We only have a certain amount of spots. We can upgrade that as well. Okay, that hurt. This is less important. Affects all, ignores 3. Affects all, ignores 6. It's not bad. Or 5 and 10. This is very defense heavy. All 4 and all 8. Draw 2 and vitality. What does Princess the Flying Woman have? Press 3 and press 10. Ignore and press. Ignore. That's a better balance. Not funny. And has the jitters. That's not good. We'll have to fix those. Her real name is Lada Vasiliev. Vasiliev. I don't know. Vasiliev. Something along those lines. Recovery. Yep, we're going to do this right now. Essentially, we can remove extra gifts and hoaxes, and I believe in the next one we can remove other things. I wish I could remove a hoax. We're going to heal it for 200 monies. Yay, this is going to be the one where we go to the voodoo wagon. Same thing, but this is for quirks. And if you have positive quirks, you can actually lock them. If you have negative quirks, well, they done there be some negative ones. Wait, did I not? Hold on. Did I not hire? Oh, I never hired her. I didn't hit the hire button. Okay, there we go. That's my fault. Alright, the artist's impressibility is decreased by 3 at the beginning of the show. Delete that. And the jitters, delete that. Okay. It's not too bad. The cooking, this is where we can make various things. We gotta make sure we balance it all out. Alright, we can see over here what it does. 5 to food, 1 to whatever that is. Minus 2 to that. This is 2, 2, and minus 2. So we need to get some milk. Cook that up. Some salted meat. And that's what we can do for now. And then later we'll have to get like boiled potatoes. Wouldn't be too bad. 25, but we have no cash left. We broke right now. You can find misfits at the bazaar. Essentially they'll be able to go, but right now we got nothing. Ringmaster's personal quarters is where we can actually upgrade some stuff if we wanted to. But again, we broke. We can't afford anything, so we're not going to do it right now because we had to fix basically one of our people. Alright, it's time for us to move on. We go to Walla Walla or Portland. I think I'm going to go to Walla Walla. Alright. We're going to go ahead and travel. We'll use the salted meat for right now. Rattle, tattle, tattle, bang. There we go. Alright, and basically you can actually click and drag this, or use little arrows on the sides. And you can actually go to all the individual places, or you can use the buttons down here to do so. Right now we're at a new spot. The only real things to check are recruitment wagon, which is another juggler, don't need it. Oops. Back to the city. And then the big top itself, which you can just go here to the show. Alright, we're going to still put the juggler as our primary, her as the secondary, and I guess the mime is the third? Clowns are okay, they're not my favorite, so kind of tend to drop the clown fairly quickly. Now, unfortunately, this is a smaller town, and we can't afford to do anything to make our stuff a bit bigger, so we're just going to have to let the show go. Alright, up first. This card has an impact on every... Alright, performs aerial hoop. The artist's focus is full. Oh, really? Is that all it does? That doesn't sound right. Oh, that's what it did. I mean, okay. Alright, we'll put her down, or him down, I guess, with her. A lot of impress. So they changed what aerial hoop did. Essentially what it used to do, I think, or maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. I thought their health had to be, sorry. It had to be the last card that was played from an empty hand, essentially. And that's not the case. Oh, I kind of wish I played that card instead. Mistakes were made. It's okay. I don't believe it's going to be a big problem. Slightly confused. Alright. So at this point, we've got two. We got 2 balls, and we're doing double the damage. So we're gonna be doing 8 for each of these. So that's gonna be 16 damage straight up. Hold on. Press for 4 for each ball. So that should be 8. Why is it gonna be? Why is it 12? Give me a minute. I'm trying to check the math here. So what is this? This just does the doubles damage, right? Changes in press by 2, decreases 1. Oh, no, this isn't double the damage. Okay, never mind. So that means +2, +2. Okay, so that means 6 per. And then there's 2 balls, so that is 12. I mean, it's more than enough to finish it. I just want to make sure I understand correctly. That's not the double damage. That was the random thing from our misfit. Started at 3, increased by 1 each turn until it's gone. So, got it. Not too bad. Hey, extra finale, stash 3 and vanish. Okay. Not bad. We got the 324, of course. There were no expenses. It's kind of where we're at. And yeah, I like that group. That seemed to work out pretty good. Go to the world map again. We could discover this if we wanted to. I might discover, like, no. We're going to go to Helena. Or Helena. Get some warm milk. It's warm out today. Warm yesterday. Even warmer today. Made her on CB. Said her name's me. Nope. Okay. That's fine. This guy's got something to say. Bang, bang. Pow, pow. Shooty, shoot, shoot, shoot. Let's go back to the city. There we go. Click on the big diamond in the sky. Right outside the big top, there's a man shouting furiously.
And I offer a handsome reward for anyone who brings him to me alive.
What's all that about?
What's all that noise about? What's all that ruckus about? The man looks you up and down.
You, sir? I ain't look the type to help me with such a matter.
Well, you're yelling on my circus grounds,
Oh,
so I think I'm owed an explanation.
nice beard.
Well then, it's all that business with that son of a... with Curry, the outlaw. When I finally get my hands on him, he's gonna regret what he did to my daughter.
What did he do to your daughter?
How much are we talking?
Straight to the point. $500.
Hey, he really wants some vengeance, don't he?
Consider the matter taken care of.
Jack, what are you doing?
Uncle snatches one of the wanted posters from the man's hands.
Trust me on this.
Holla at your boy. All right, we're gonna go to the recruitment wagon. There is no one to recruit. Let's put on some very long socks though. Oop, nope, back to the city. All right, let's put on another show, ladies and gentlefolk. We got some funds to fundicize this time around, which is pretty good. All right, Tortellini, let's get this going here. We got our misfits in action, and our tightrope walking, jet flying, wheeling, dealing, kiss stealing. You guys know the score. Let's get it. All right, we want more. We want more money. We want more problems. We're gonna go up by 1. So 518 is the price to beat. Can we do it? Will RNG be nice to us? I suppose only time will tell. Well, this is just a kind of a nothing venture, nothing gain situation. Oh, okay, I see. All right, I'm gonna hit you with some knowledge. unfortunately, we've got nothing else that does damage right now. So we're also going to go ahead and stash some balls. Put that on our pantomime over there. Our Mimey McMimes a lot. And we'll get 2 out of this one. Might as well do it. This is going to give all of us 10 ignore. Or, I guess, her 10 ignore. I thought that said everybody. It did not. Apologies. He might get one's hands. It's very possible. Alright, that's 15. That is going to be a lot. I'm going to hit him with some knowledge. I realize I'm doing this wrong, by the way. We should be hitting him with some knowledge. And yet, mistakes were made. Alright, we are defended slightly. We're going to be more defended here soon. Should be enough to survive. Can't use that one. That's fine. He is going to shrug that off and heal it. But he's also going to heal and have a shield. So... I kind of forgot myself. So the Mind Foreman's special. He's a special type of nasty. Oh, this is not great. Oh, they're really... Oh, man. And press. Alright, we're going to draw the 1 extra card here. And we can't uncork that. It's unfortunate. Alright, let's see what happens. We're hoping it hits the Mind Foreman, but we'll see. It did! Well, fortuitous, I suppose. Bonus increase caused by the deck that reshuffles reduced by 2. I mean, this isn't going to do a lot for us. I guess this? And we might as well throw up some non-existent armor. Here it comes. And we gotta start tossing out some stuff, which is unfortunate. And the real unfortunate part of all this can't even use this one now. And she's already starting weak, so she won't get the full. I mean, it's fine. I am going to uncork a big hit here. It's going to be 8. It'll be quite enough to finish him off. But it's going to be something. Alright, we're going to end our turn. Let's see what we got next. Tomatoes coming. Those hurt, actually. Kind of a little bit. Alright, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get rid of you immediately. Maybe. Yeah, we'll get rid of you. Alright, we're going to hit you with this. I just want this anyway, so I'm going to do it. This is the ideal one to actually have to use, but unfortunately, can't really do that. She's going to ignore 5. That's the best thing she can do. Because we're going to do the reshuffle right now. Everybody else will be fine. She's the only one really in danger. And she absorbed it. Alright, we'll hit for 8. We get some pantomimage going on here. I'm going to go ahead and toss up this. It's basically going to reduce all damage to a pretty sizable degree there. And I don't know, we'll just keep stacking up the ignore because we can. I think we're finally going to be able to uncork, maybe. We'll see. With the pantomime, when he attacked, I guess we attacked back with the 2 sneer. Pretty funny. That worked out. Alright, so we got 2 of our folks here leveled up. 427, we did, sorry, 517. 518 was the, so we made $1 less than we could have made. That's funny. Alright, let's go to the training wagon and let's level up our peeps. Alright, so we get to choose one. Pantomime 8. Self-defense stash -3. Don't know what is. Decreases ignore received by an artist from the played cards. Ah, okay, so alright, I got you. Leaning into it. Okay, ignore 5, pantomime 4. That's definitely a better card in my opinion. And then this one, it's already a 0-0. It's gonna stay a 0-0, but instead of 4 and 2, it's 6 and 3. I think I like the upgrade actually. Well, it's ignore 4 and pantomime 2, but it's a 0 point. I like 0 point items. Oh, we're just getting a new skill no matter what, huh? Stash 2 juggling balls. Well, it's not that bad. One stash and one go. The impress isn't bad either. Another 0 point item that we can just use to get free damage. It's not bad. Well, we're about out of time, but we can stop by the cook wagon here. The old chuck wagon. And we can buy ourselves some potatoes for pretty darn cheap. And those will be the kind of the 3 that we bounce around between. You know, the apple bread's not bad. There we go. I think that's probably fine. And then we already have some beans, so might as well cook those up. There we have it. So we did okay. We can check the bazaar, but I mean, like, I rarely ever see any extra misfits here. We can earn and gain misfits as we go along. That is definitely a thing that we can do. We can also use our cash over here to discover. Apparently very poorly. I'm the worst. There we go. We can go to Spokane, which is what we're going to do. Just going to travel there. We're going to look around, but there's not really much that we need to do. And we have 2 different things going on here. I think ideally, ideally you want all of these as high as you can get them, but I think the nutrition's pretty darn good. So I'm gonna go that route. Travel back over to Spokane. I don't know what the bars are all about. Does that mean we can go back and do another show? Since the bars are fully filled up? Again, it's been a while since I last played, so it's interesting stuff. Let's see if anyone's here to recruit. Well, we can recruit another clown if we wanted to, but don't really want to. Either way, that's pretty much going to do it for this stream, guys and gals, ladies and gents. I do hope you enjoyed. Again, started off pretty beat up, pretty allergenic, still my eyes were puffy, and but it didn't go too bad. We got through it. Things were looking pretty good. I hope you guys enjoyed our return last week. We took off. Someone wasn't able to make it for our overall stream, so we just took the whole Wednesday kind of off for that. And next week I'm not going to be here, so we're going to have another week of double nothings on Wednesday. However, today we're going to start a half hour later than we normally do, which normally we start at 3 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be starting at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, so it's going to be our discussion for today, and it's going to be some tales from the crypt. It's not going to be tales from the crypt, but tales of like travel and expos and stuff like that, and things that basically Cup of Goodness has learned through his years in the industry and his traveling to live events and things of that nature, like GDC, Game Developers Conference, and so on and so forth. So should be some good insight on that and things that you guys can take away. And yeah, basically be back then for that. So that's it for me. I've been your host today, Bumpy McSquigums. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the Amazing American Circus and, well, just the Indie Brothers stuff in general. Thank you, Rupert and Froxus and crew for coming on through. And I will see you guys in a little bit if you're back for the discussion. Otherwise, I'll see you in about 2 weeks' time. So, take care. I'll see you then.